Go live. You never know until you find out. Oh, we are live. Greetings, humans. Greetings and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods, people. That's where bears live. You're listening to YouTube's #1 review show by a bear. 8 out of 10 women that are lost in the woods agree that they would rather be with a bear than a man out there. Yes, indeed. It is true, people. It is true. From the reliable source of TikTok. If you can't rely on TikTok, who can you trust, people? Let's just jump right on into it. Get right on into it. Amy says, I think the one on the right might be a bear. It's true. It's true out here, people. Good to have Amy here. Here we go. There's that. There's this from Forbes. Man or bear, they ask. Many women say they'd rather be stuck in the woods with a bear in latest viral TikTok debate. Is there any other kind? Top line. Okay. In the latest viral debate taking over TikTok, oh boy, users are asking women whether they'd rather be trapped in the. How are you trapped in the woods? Rather trapped in the woods with a man or a bear. Men are choosing the bear, people. That's a smart choice. Stating that a man may pose more potential danger than the wild animal. And the trend is sparking conversations about violence against women. Key facts. Why do they do this? Don't tell me the key facts. Just give it to me. Crying out loud. Many women participating in the new viral debate on TikTok said they would rather be alone with a bear than a man in the woods, answering a hypothetical question that is leading many of a woman to open up about negative experiences they've had with men, including domestic violence and sexual assault. I guess they didn't see that one Leonardo DiCaprio movie. Some women say they'd choose the bear because they don't know the man in question. Like one user who said, "It's not my boyfriend, it's not my father, it's not my cousin." Adding, be alone with a, quote, unpredictable strange man is more frightening than being alone with a predictable wild animal, people. It's true. One video liked more than 2 million times. A user compiled some of the most gut-wrenching reasons women choose the bear. Such as, quote, the worst thing that the bear can do can kill me. Haha. The bear doesn't get enjoyment out of it. And the bear sees me as a human being / a snack, people. As bear always says, you got your salmon, top level. I'm gonna go with the second level. There's trash, garbage, and then people. I just want to make that clear out there. He is not a aborigine in Papua New Guinea waiting for the first man to fall down. No. I'd rather have salmon. People, for crying out loud. Some users are flipping the question, asking men whether they'd rather their wife or daughter be alone with a bear or a man in the woods. And many of the men choose a bear. Good job. Including one who says, I think you're more likely to anticipate what a bear would do than what a man would do. Not so sure about that. Not so sure about it. It depends on if the bear is hungry or not. That's kind of the biggest factor there. And of course, if you smell like salmon. If both of those are in play, then better watch out. One man asked by his wife to choose between their daughter being alone with a woman or a bear in the woods, chose a woman without hesitation. But struggled to answer whether he'd prefer her to be with a man or a bear, though he ultimately chose the bear. Good job, sir. Good job, sir. P Money's here. He says, I just got back. He says, hello. I just got back from taking our oldest P Money daughter for her birthday dinner. Happy birthday. Not the littlest P Money, the oldest of the oldest P Money daughters. That's a tongue twister for Bear here. Happy birthday nonetheless, little one out there. I hope you had an excellent birthday. Got to enjoy all the presents. And most importantly, a cake. Cake out there as well. And Bear is pleased that you'd rather be here with a bear than a man in the woods. So there you go. I hope all your wishes came true and you blew out all the candles. And many, many, many more wishes and birthdays to come. That's the important part. You have plenty of wishes, but the birthdays, those are the important part. How dangerous are bears, asked Forbes. Yeah, right. The National Park Service says bear attacks are, quote, rare, people. Rare. You heard that? And most bear encounters end without injury. There's an average of 40 attacks on human by brown bears. Where are we being racist here? Each year, according to the study. More people are killed each year by bee stings. What? Wait a minute. Hold on. Bee stings than bears. Why is it their hunting season on bees? That's what I want to know, man. The NPS recommends that people play dead if attacked by a brown bear. If attacked by a black bear, I see where this is going. Which are much more common in the U.S. The NPS recommends to escape or to fight back by catching and punching the bear's face. What? If escape is not possible, don't ruin Bear's handsome face, please. Just let him eat you. I mean, come on. The NPS suggestion staying calm if noticed by a bear because, quote, most bears do not want to attack you. They usually just want to be left alone. And fed. Hopefully fed. If you've got some food, just toss it out. Come on, man. Some TikTok users pointing out the low threat that bears pose to humans, comparing those statistics with the millions of incidents of violence against women perpetrated every year by a man. At 7,883, that's how many TikTok posts have been made, blah, 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 blah. See, they do these things. They're like, I can't read more than a paragraph. Crying out loud. The man or bear TikTok debate went viral after the pop culture account Screenshot HQ posted a video in April asking 8 women whether they'd be rather stuck in a forest with a man or with a bear. 7 of the women answered bear, some without hesitation, while 1 woman voted for the man. See, 7 out of 8 women agree that bears are where it's at, people. You can ask Taylor Swift about that. She was very early in on trying to date bear out there. So, kind of a leading edge indicator, I suppose. Several of the respondents said it would depend on what a man was in the woods, while others note men are scary. Men are scary. The video was liked more than 2 million times and more than 60,000 users commented. You know what to expect from a bear was one of the most liked comments. You know what to expect from a bear, people. There you go, people. Well, I guess if we're expecting things from bear, I'm pleased to announce, people, the return of the campaign updates. Finally, Bear got his email working again. Thanks, Xfinity. Good job, guys. Anyhow, finally got that taken care of. So we'll check out a number of campaigns here. But let me get into the chat here real quick. Let's see. P-Money says, well, in all fairness, I would choose a YouTube bear to hang out with in the woods over any man or woman any day. Well, thank you, P-Money. Thank you so much. Says, hey, Amy. She says, thanks to Amy and Bear. Oh, thank you so much. I'm sure that P-Money was happy today as well. Let's see. Time to round up all the bears, says Mark. What? Gosh darn it. And send them to another planet. I hear Jupiter is nice this time of year. Well, you know what, Mark? And also, Amy, I do. Bear does. Because you missed it the last time. Bear does have his very semi-annual dresses yay or nay coming up. So something to look forward to in just a little bit. But we got to get through, holy cow, a whole bunch of campaign updates here. Let's see. Can't complain. Working in Blender, it's been interesting, says Amy. Amy, what did you think of the new iPad coming out? Hella expensive, I know that, but they got the new pencil. It's interesting what they're doing with it. That you can do some of the interesting new things with the new pencil that they came out with. I thought that was kind of interesting. Get a little haptic feedback, I guess, so you can kind of feel what you're drawing. So I wonder what Amy and some of the iPad, some of the tablet users out there kind of think of that. Let's see. Working in Blender. Yeah, from kind of a filmmaker's perspective, it's kind of interesting. You can, with the Final Cut program, you can view, it's like 4 or 5 different camera angles live. I thought that was kind of interesting, although you got to wait. Got to wait for the new software update, so it might take a little bit, so we shall see. Amy says, ooh, I wish I had the change to try it out for myself. Sounds amazing. Yeah, like 12 or $1,400 for the thing. Not cheap at all. Not cheap at all. They really stick it to you over there at Apple. Anyways, I thought that was kind of an interesting one. Let's see. Speaking of campaigns, this Monday, P Money says, I finally got Titan 3. There you go. Well, actually, let's Uncle E there. 618,777. But let's take a look. Let me find where old Titan was. There he is. 13,491. He got another backer. Congratulations, Gary. Congratulations. Keep it up, sir. Keep it up there. I heard Uncle E the other night finally promoting and cheering along another comic book rather than kind of tearing people down. So that was a nice change of pace. Finally coming around to, hey, maybe we should promote good comics instead of just completely bashing people out there. So that was nice. Wasn't Titan, but it should have been. It's been Bears number 1 so far this year. We'll see. Let's see. About to go get my money back from one campaign, says Mark. Oh, my goodness. Anyhow, let me get to it. Let me find the thing with the thing here 1 second, because we have so many to get through, including from your boy, Zach. People, it's done. It is finished. The first kill campaign is closed, people. Bear tried so many times. I mean, the entire freaking Rambo watch-along. Go check out your first kill Rambo book. You can't do it anymore, people. It's closed. Hi, everyone. Hi, you boy. The first kill Indiegogo campaign closed last night. That was a while back. I'm sorry, people. This is a little bit of an update here for Bear. Closed last night, 242,000 plus with 3,025 backers. Please update your addresses if you've moved since you ordered. Thanks. That's from Richard. So there you go. Congratulations, sir. Although it took quite a while there. November 14th, 2022, a year and a half later. So there you go, people. At least it's finally coming to fruition. Actually, I've got New Kind of War right here, right next to me. So we shall see. Mark says, oh yeah, have a Bond film to get. Don't you? Next watch along. True. Saturday, hopefully. Literally came on here to start doing some of the OBS work. I'm like, wait a minute, why isn't my I could show you the James Bond thing that Bear just had. to talk about that. I'm like, wait a minute, where did my image of the James Bond poster go? Bear did a little bit of archiving the other day. I had a bunch of stuff on the hard drive, had to clean it off and everything, so got everything archived, checked out. Oh, it looks great, it looks terrific. Right to the freaking recycling bin. Get that thing out of here, empty the trash out. You come on, you say, wait a minute, where's that James Bond? Oh, crap. So I deleted the folder that had all the pictures in there, so I gotta go redo all that stuff, Mark. Oh, boy. So hopefully, knock on wood here, Saturday, 8 p.m., James Bond, Dr. No watch along, if Bear can reconstruct all the stuff he did earlier this week. Ay. One of those things, you're like, I'm doing really great on the computer. I'm making room. And then you're like, wait a minute, where's the thing that I'm looking for? Oh, I deleted it and didn't back it up. Gosh darn it. So, anyways, there is that. Maybe we'll get professional Bear stream for Christmas this year. That's putting a lot on Bear. Putting quite a lot on Bear. All right, people. Let me move on here. Move on from Bear's embarrassment. See, there's not that many men in the woods that would poke fun at themselves. That's why 7 out of 8 women agree that bears over men any day of the week there. Including probably Renee. Probably as well. Fiendish is now digital, people. As the Fiendish catalog continues to grow, she's working hard to expand the reach of the series. That's why Fiendish is now available to read digitally. Very cool. I like that. So you can either read it on the website or Global Comics with an X. It's got to be from the 90s, so got to have an X in there. Your first choice is through an online reader on the Fiendish site. I've recently given the website a revamp, which, by the way, you can check that out in the description. You scroll down just a little. There is a lot, people. There is a lot of great information, links, all that great stuff right there in the description. Yeah, you just got to go read it, man. Just got to go read it. I recently given the website a revamp. Not only are a monthly Patreon-like passes available for the blog, but one-time passes to permanently access the full Fiendish chapters. There's also. I have tried to set this reader apart from other services by adding something extra. Ooh. As you read the comic, tabs will appear that reveal bonus content. Only chapter 1 is up now, but more will be coming, so you can check that out. Or on a Global Comics with an X. She is also happy to announce that the first run of Fiendish 2.5, as well as the reprints of 1 and 2, are now complete, people. This means we will immediately be catching up on the shipping to the store pre-orders for 1 and 2. Fulfillment for the 2.5 campaign will commence once the other campaign... what? Token show... What the heck? I think that's a misspelling or something like that. As long as the other campaign touches come in. I think that's what she was trying to say. I'm not sure. Thank you for continued support. Love! See, I told you, people. Renee was in love with Bear. There you go. 7 out of 8 women in the woods would agree. You always got that one. You always got that one that's a little bit iffy there. But 7 out of 8. That ain't bad. Bear will take those odds. Amy says, so comics spelled with an X. Make it digital. I guess it sounds more teachy to misspell things. I don't know. What was... I have no idea what she was trying to say there. This is why you got to go and proofread some of your stuff there. There you go. Take it from Bear. Mr. Professional out here. Mr. Professional. All the time, man. All the time. Anyways, speaking of Gary Shipman out here, you need to go check it out, people. Titan 3 if you haven't already checked it out. But it is, according according to P Money as well. 100% fulfilled, even in Canada. Hi, all. Hi, Gary. Titan Mouse of Might is now 100% fulfilled. Keep an eye on the mail. That's going to hurt. I will be announcing the winner of the original Titan Mouse comic page on my Whatnot channel. Whatnot? Friday, April 26th. I'm sorry, people. It's been a minute here. So I think it's already went out there. But there you go, people. You can check out Titan. You can check out Packin's Land. Oh, I didn't see this. Let's see. Titan Mouse of Might is a Heroic Awards finalist. The judges have deemed that Titan to be an indie comic finalist, and as such has earned the right to affix the seal. Oh, so this must have came out before. Okay. All right. Does anybody know if he won? I didn't see that in any of his other emails there, but there you go. A Heroic Award winner out there from... Gary gets into C2E2, but John Malin is detained by the Goon Squad. So there you go. There you go. Yes, even through the snow and a moose. Even worse. Titan made it here. Congratulations, people. I hope you enjoy it as much as Bear did. And hopefully you got the deluxe edition like Bear did, because that was a good book as well here. So hope you enjoy, sir. I hope you do enjoy. Speaking of great books out there, one that Bear needs to get to read. It's in the stack. I'm looking at the stack right now. I've got what is this? Joe Frankenstein. I see Ray the God 2 over there. The stack and Black and White right there as well. So with much appreciation, says Art. The Monday closeout was an amazing success. This was back in April 24th, so I apologize, people. You guys really came through, and all those orders have gone to the the post office. The only thing left are the ones that had commissions attached to them. Having said that, we still have 3 backers that have not let me know what I can draw as their head sketch. Well, if they don't talk to you by this point, Art, just go ahead and send it to Bear. And please get a hold of me and let me know what your character wants. What a crazy, fun ride this campaign has been. Having you support our project is a heartwarming experience. Thanks to each and every one of you for your belief in him and his project. I've said it many times, and I'm saying it again. This Black and White campaign with volumes 1 and 2, plus the high octane, would not exist without you people. As far as future Black and White, I'm working on the story and concept designs for volumes 3 and 4. He says, I'm calling volume 3 Sins of the Father. Follow me on social media for Black and White updates. And from the heart, Pamela and I would like to let you all know how much you all mean to us and to thank you for funding his dream. And he says the PDFs will go out soon. I haven't seen that. Maybe it was in the... Gosh, it probably went into Bear's junk folder, and Bear hasn't been here for a month, so probably got deleted. But we'll see about that. Might have to get in touch with old Art there and figure something out. But there you go. Hope maybe you got to check out Black and White 2, and hope you enjoyed it. Looked pretty good. I like the coloring in there. Looked really well. If you want, you can check out the old box open that Bear did. I will leave a link when we do this on the archive channel. So go check that out. Let's see. P Money says, love Gary. He even put drawings from my wife and daughter in his conundrum sketchbook. So often my daughter tells her friends she's a published artist. She should. I mean, yeah, there you go. I mean, it literally got published, so why not? Good to say. Probably rub it in with all the friends out there. Like, nah. I'm a published artist. Very cool. Very, very cool here, people. Speaking of very cool, a number of these books just keep rolling in, including a Gunship. One of Bear's... I really like Gunship. Really good book. The book is done, people. He says, hi, everyone. Hi, Brian. The book is finished. Digital copies are going out next week. It hasn't quite arrived at Bear. For printing. When printing is done, I'll send another update so you can keep an eye. Ouch! Once again, you gotta cut your eyeball. Thank you all for your patience with this project. I was going to list all the health stuff that's been going on in the last couple of years, but I'll spare you the details. But it was a lot. Fortunately, most of it is resolved with the exception of one or two minor things. Anyway, like I mentioned before, Book 3, the final book, won't go live until it's completely done to avoid delays like this in the future. For all 10 of you that decide to return after such a long delay on this book, I guess, he says, I guess. No, people will... I like the first book. It took way too long, but... you don't want to let the people with the, late books. Listen, I mean, how many have we went through already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 already. So, I mean, a couple of those are late, but hey, listen, they're coming in. They're coming in. There's gonna be a plenty of. Bear has way too many books already here. So, it's fine, Brian. It's fine out there. So there you go. There's Gunship. Launched into space to go do some battling against I don't know what they were, like space ants or something. I forget what the other creatures were out there, but like space cockroaches. Gotta watch out for those space cockroaches. Those are hard to get rid of as the space cockroach. You could try to spray the spray, and then you're in outer space, so it's like the little jetpack in space. You go to spray for this space cockroach, and you end up getting blasted the other way. It doesn't work, people. Doesn't work. Doesn't work at all. All right. Anyways, there is from Brian Shearer out there. Keep up the good work, Brian. We're pulling for you out here. I hope you were in better health. Hey, you didn't look too bad in Tampa. Didn't look too bad out there, but there you go. Take a drink here. Getting perched. Mark says there's easy to count how many there aren't. I'm assuming late. From Mike Miller. Forward motion, he says. Great news, everyone. I'm finally getting rid of some of the books. I'm finally getting at least some of the books back from my, let's call him a defunct fulfillment guy. Mike, you wouldn't be in this position if you didn't have a mental breakdown on the last book that you tried to fulfill and decided never to fulfill again. So we shall see. It's Dark Grift. Dark Grift, really? Come on, man. Don't throw him under the bus. He outed himself to take responsibility for the situation. If you know, you know, you know, you know. So when I get those in, I can start to take care of the rest. For you who haven't yet gotten your books, I'm assuming. Oh, holy cow! This is for Nexus. Okay, pardon me, Monster Hunt 2. I thought this was for Lone Star. Okay, all right. Beer got his book, so let's see. One more time, I do apologize for the delay and the lack of communications. Really had nothing to say that wouldn't be just me blaming someone else. LOL. Now, listen, okay. As the creator out there, your job isn't just to give good news. When you got some stuff that's going on, people have paid for the book. They want to know what's going on. Listen, you would rather have bad news, and I don't know when it's going to get fixed, but here's the bad news. Let me let you know about it, yada, yada, yada. Instead of just ghosting everybody on the situation, and then several months later, oh yeah, by the way, I didn't want to tell anybody, but here's the situation. Yeah, that's not too good, but there you go. But now that the situation seems to be taking care of itself, I can say we have forward progress again. Onward and upward, Mike. So there you go. Hopefully you got Monster Hunt 2. I like the first one better. I didn't understand Nexus. I didn't understand that story, so it was a Little odd for Bear. Great art. I like the Weldon art in there, but I don't know. So sorry to hear about that. If you're still waiting on your Monster Hunt too, that's no good. Defunct fulfillment guy. Defunct fulfillment. It kind of sounds like a late 90s grunge band or something like that. Gonna go see Defunct Fulfillment Guy. Open for, I don't know, the Smashing Pumpkins or something. I don't know. From Aaron Lopresti, people. Aaron Lopresti's got the Kit Carter blasting forward. Hey, everyone. Hey, Aaron. Time for another quick Kit Carter Planet Doom update. I just finished penciling page 50, and I'm currently working on page 51. I was hoping to get the book completely penciled by the end of April, but it appears the end of May is more realistic. I don't see this affecting the estimated delivery date of July, but I was hoping to get... for crying out loud, Aaron! The boldness, I can't take it. Can't take it, man. It's either bold or it's not bold. Just, for crying out loud. That doesn't have to be... Every other word is bold. Yeah, I apologize, people. I think you, too, will be really pleased with the final product. As always, I will keep you posted as the book nears completion. And I am extremely grateful for your continued support of all things Empire Comics! ! Please enjoy this sneak peek at page 10, brought to you by himself, Matt Ryan, and Kelsey Shannon. Boo! Boo! Hiss! Hate Kelsey so much. I hate Kelsey. That dirty Shannon out there. How dare he? How dare he? Actually, it doesn't look too bad. I like the colors. The colors look a little flat, but that's all right. I think they'll fix it a little bit more later on. But it looks fine. It looks fine. With one eye, that's gotta hurt. If you lose your one eye, keeping an eye out for the mailbox, then you wouldn't have any eyes at all. Kind of interesting fish ears as well. There you go. So, anyways, people, there is that. There is that. P-Money says, yeah, I prefer Monster Hunt 1. At least Lone Star meeting Graveyard Shift and Jawbreakers makes a little more sense than running into Bigfoot Bill. Yeah, it was weird. Like, Bigfoot Bill didn't have a whole lot to do in the first part, and then all of a sudden he's like the key character, for everything. Like, oh, okay, all right. Yeah, it was kind of... I like Monster Hunt 1 a lot better. I did. Not that the artwork was bad or anything in the second one, but yeah, did enjoy the first one a lot better. But that's Bear's opinion, people. That's Bear's opinion. And he's got more, people. More opinions out here, including from Shane Davis, people. Shane Davis. Bear almost said shaved anus, but he is... if you know Bear for anything, it's the consummate professional that he is. It would be very insulting to say shaved anus. Fulfillment has started. Inglorious Rex 2 books arrived on Monday. That's the 2nd, so about a week ago. And we've been shipping them out to backers ever since. Backers are getting their books in the mail and posting about it. And we hope you will get your copies soon. Bear is waiting. If you need a change of address, please notify them ASAP. At this stage, changes are not guaranteed to be made in time unless you contact us immediately. If you have previously requested an address change and received an email acknowledgement, you do not need to contact them again. Thank you for supporting us here at 9Live Comics. We hope you will enjoy reading Volume 2, Heavy as the Crowd. Bear does. Thank you. Thank you, Shane and Yanzi out there. Savor of Bear's camera. Actually, Shane had a really good take on the new Superman. They released a new image, or I guess the first image, of the new Superman movie that's coming out, the James Gunn one. And I thought he made a really, really excellent point. He says a lot of people are missing the point when they're trying to pick apart, his costume, or just his lack of interest in the world being blown up in the outside his window. He's just like putting on some boots and like, I guess I gotta go save the world or whatever. Whatever. Who do you think I am? Some sort of Superman? So I liked his take. I like his take on it because he says, it's not going to be but a couple more years before it goes into, the public domain. It's going to be a public domain, so anybody can do Superman. So it's like, yeah, of course they're going to make these changes here and there because it needs to be, James Gunn's, Warner Brothers Superman. So I thought that was kind of an interesting take. Superman kind of nonchalant rather than just, kind of the Boy Scout out there, going to go out there and save the world. Which apparently the Boy Scouts changing their names to just the Scouts. Like, yeah, good, yeah, that'll help you guys out. For crying out loud. Should have just went bankrupt. And finally, people, oops, let me get it up. Where is it? There we go. From John Malin. He says, good morning. It is never a good morning, John. Beer needs his beauty rest. He says, we are well into fulfillment as I write this. This was just the other day, May 6th. Over 500 packages have been sent in total. I believe we'll have 500 more by the end of the week. He's getting some extra help this weekend. Might push that past 800. We're generally doing the largest volume tiers first. Volume 1 single tiers has likely arrived to most U.S. backers and arriving overseas this week. Ascendant tier underway and over halfway finished. Creator signature tier next. Everything's going well. Can't wait for you guys to read the book. So this is kind of an issue with Bear. A number of different campaigns out there. It's not just specifically to this one here. And it's kind of an odd one. Like, for example, when Bear first got Cyberfrog, they didn't have the ash can at the time. So everybody that ordered just the straight book got it, 6 months, 8 months before Bear ever got it. So we were waiting. We were waiting on the ash cans. Finally came in, finally shipped, everything was fine. So this is what happens. This is what happens when some of your best backers out there, the people that are spending the most money, you're probably your most fervent backers out there, they end up getting their books last. Their tier has so many books in there and they just want to get through them so quick. It's like, okay, we're going to do all the single issues first. And then, if you just paid $20, 25, 35, whatever it is, for the book, you're getting it first. Whereas if you spent, $50, $100, you're probably getting yours last. And it's like, well, wait a minute. The people that, it shouldn't be if you pay the most, you should get it first. I'm not saying that we should do that, but maybe mix it in a little bit more where, the people that are going to be promoting your book a lot are the people that are going to be getting, the Ascendant tier or the Creator Signature tier out there. So I would just say to some of the campaigns out there, mix it up just a little bit. Don't all put it, front load it with the single books and then the extra books, at the back end, the more expensive books. Maybe there's a reason why they go and do that, but I noticed, let's see, it was Clint Stoker. He did it in his campaign. Of course, Fatal was hella late, but he had a tier in there where if you got that tier, you were going to get your books first. Uncle E has something similar on his campaign where I think it's an add-on, if Bear remembers correctly, $20 or something like that. You basically get kind of pushed to the front of the line. I'm not suggesting doing that across the board, but might be something to kind of look at, kind of check out there. Anyways, that is that from John Malin. So shoot, if Bear gets in Inglorious Rex 2, and and Godlike. Trying to say Graveyard Shift. Godlike. If he gets both of those in, that might be a good head-to-head battle. Davis versus Malin. Head-to-head. Only one can survive, so that might be pretty good. Did the head-to-head with it was John Malin's book, the Black Riding Hood, and I think it was New Kind of War. I think that was the other one that they put up against each other. There we go. There we are, people. Bear just needs to do kind of like what all the other shows are doing now, just kind of, watch and reaction streams. So, Bear can just like put on the video and go use the restroom and come back and it's still playing, Need to do that where I can take a drink every once in a while. Gosh dang it, people. So anyways, do go check out, if you haven't already, Titan 3. Good stuff. Bear highly recommends. Highly recommends that. Anyway, says, I'll never be able to look at that Superman picture again. Oh, without Bear's voice in my head, going, I gotta save the world again? Gross. I seriously, is that what it looks like? That's what it looks like. I'm telling you. I didn't even want to waste any time. Let me get to my news of the day story. I didn't even want to get into that. It was just like, this is just meant to be talked about on the internet for the next week or two. And I'm just like, I don't even want to get in. I don't even think the movie's going to be made. Honestly, that's just Bear's opinion. But anyways, there is that. Speaking of some movie news out here, I think it was Peabody last time. How much does Deadpool and Wolverine need to make for Bear to consider it a success on the first weekend? First weekend out there. What did I say? 38 million? 38 million. From Deadline. Pardon me. Just had some beautiful steak. It was delicious. Fall Guy from Anthony D'Alessandro over at Deadline. Fall Guy falls down. $27 million. This was the one that was supposed to open up the 2024 summer blockbuster season. It's down like 15 or 20% from last year, so we'll see. It has tumbled to $27.7 million, lower than expected. Saturday, global, 64.4. Some are worried that this is lower than expected results. It means for star power. Specifically, Gosling coming off of Barbie. They thought that everybody that went to go see Barbie were going to go see Fall Guy. An action film. All the Barbie fans out there were going to go see an action film based on a TV series from like 50 years ago. So, yeah, probably not. Let's take a look. Take a look. Scrolling down, scrolling. Up, here we go. Fall Guy there. We saw that, $28 million. Phantom Menace made some, not too bad, $8.1 million. Not too bad for a movie that came out 25 years ago. In half of the amount of theaters that Fall Guy was in. There you go. Challengers, that's that weird tennis movie. Tarot, I have no idea. Godzilla, they're doing not too bad. $188 million, 6 weeks there. Civil War just kind of completely fell on its face. Everybody went to go check that out the first weekend. It's like, nope. Unsung Hero, I have no idea. Kung Fu Panda hanging in there, $188 million. Abigail, horror movie, not too bad. Ghostbusters, really. Man, did you ever think you would see a Ghostbusters movie and in week 7 barely cracks $100 million? I mean, it made $405,000 on Friday. Not too bad on Saturday. $1.8 million for a 3-day weekend. So that's what Bear was saying the last time. It needs to make, and that was coming in late July, right? I think it was coming in late July. 38. That's where Bear is going to stand. That's where Bear is going to put his claws down. $38 million. If it comes in lower than that, Deadpool and Wolverine, no bueno. No No bueno whatsoever, people. Whatsoever. Well, I was looking at this. I thought this was kind of interesting. It was from the Hollywood Reporter. George Stalali? Stazali. Sazali? And it's not even George. It's Georg. Gorg? What the hell kind of name is this, man? Come on, listen. Bear tries. Bear tries his darndest, people. Try and give credit out there where credit is due. And it's like, if I can't pronounce your name, what the heck, man? What the heck? George without an E? Gorg? Whatever the hell. Anyhow. P-Money has written that down. He's written that down. $38 million. Let's see where all of that money goes to the CEOs out here, people. Let's check this out. Check it out together, people. There we go. Starting off at the top. At the top. Let me find it here. Come on, man. From TKO Group Endeavor. I have no idea. TKO Group Holdings owners, of the WWE and UFC. They consider that a studio? All right. We'll go with it. We'll go with it here. They got 2023 pay in 2022. So he's making $83 million. $83 million. That's like 3 Deadpool opening weekends, if you think about it that way. Ted Sardarnos, this is the co-CEO of Netflix. Down just slightly there. Down just slightly. The Z-Man over at Warner Brothers. Look at that, $50 million. The genius that thought The Flash was going to be a great movie is earning almost $50 million a year, up 26% from last year. It's nothing really to write home about. They got rid of everybody over there that's working on the DCEU, and now it's James Gunn. Doing that. Looks like they're going to sell it anyway, so maybe he's holding on for the stock price. You never know. It's pretty far down. The other CEO of Netflix, $40 million. Brian Roberts at Comcast. This guy is a major league a-hole, people. $35 million. A lot of the stuff that you see, the DEI stuff on the Comcast side, that's that guy right there. This fella, Mr. Roberts there. Bob Iger. Oh, look at there. Yay. And this, listen, they try to trick you here. They try to trick you. This is it's $47 million he was making last year. And now he's only making $31 million. Wow, he really took a pay cut there. No, he didn't. No, he didn't at all. They're trying to do this based on 2022 pay and 2023 pay. They're taking the $47 million way back in 2019. The last year he was the CEO before the other Bob came in. And then the full year here for when he came back. So that's the reason, the difference there. Bob Backish is out at Paramount. He's no longer there, so he's no longer making $31.3 million. The president of Comcast, $29 million. Or, let's see, almost the amount that Deadpool needs to make. The AMC Theater fella, Reed Hastings, I think he has most of his money in stock price. Cinemark. And of course, Andy Jassy over at Amazon. Wow, look how frugal he is. No, he's valued at $212 million. It's all stock price. It's all stock price there. So there you go. Oh, for crying out loud. I'm doing it on there. I apologize, people. Crying out loud. 1 second. I was on a different page and I'm doing something completely different. There we go. There's Brian Roberts, Bob Iger. That's the difference there. I apologize, people. Professional show, Reed Hastings. There's Andrew Jassy. Yada, yada, yada. So the guy up here at top, Bob Backish, he's out at Comcast. He's gone. They're talking about, let's see, Sony and another private equity group. They're going to in talks to take over Paramount. I hope it doesn't happen. We don't need any more consolidation. We need some trust busting, people. Need some trust busting out there. So I hope it doesn't go through. Actually, I had a story here. Let me get rid of that. I actually had a story. I don't want to go through the whole thing, but it had it here where it was talking about. Find it here. Here we go. How do you solve a problem like Paramount Plus? So they're talking about, no matter who buys Paramount, they're going to have tough choices about their crappy streaming service out there. It's still required for CBS on the digital side of stuff, but as far as streaming movies, it's kind of, it's like a lower tier streaming service. It's losing a whole bunch of money. Let's see, does it say? Let's see. It only lost $1 billion from last year. That's not too bad. No, it didn't lose $2 billion a year. Anyways, it lost a lot of money. Lost a lot of money. They're trying to cut their losses, and the poor fella here, where is he? Old Bob, he's out. He's out of the picture, man. Out of the picture. So just keep an eye on Paramount. Keep an eye on Paramount there / CBS. So there you go. There you go. And by the way, people, where was he? The Z-Man here. One of the reasons he's earning that big pay package here, up 26%, is because of his genius CEO level knowledge and expertise from comicbook.com. Russ Burlingame, Max, that is their streaming service, expected to raise prices while cost cutting. I'm sure that'll work out just fine. They've reduced their liabilities of about $10 billion, but still a long way to go. So ad-free starting out, $16, probably $18, probably $20. You wish that you had somebody on YouTube that would have told you maybe a couple months ago, hey, all this actors and writers strike, they're, yay, we solved the actors and writers strike, wee. I says, hey, they're going to increase their prices on their streaming services to pay for all this. Well, there you go. $15.99, not going to do it any longer, people. So Max going up in price. So if you can get it now, if you want, go ahead. They were doing something a while back. It was like 40% off for like a year. So if you got a hold of that, you're gonna be ahead, or not. Max is kind of a terrible service, anyways. But there you go. Whose definition of genius? Bear's definition of genius. There you go, people. There you go, people. All right. Well, I've got two. I've got two stories, and we're gonna find out which one we should do. We're gonna find out what's the true nature of Bear's audience here. All right. It's either one or two. So I want you to put this into the chat. All right. Here's one for the next news story coming up. Where is Mark? I know he's got his one already going here. The most fabulous outfits from the 2024 Met Gala red carpet, including Zendaya and Chris Hemsworth. How do you pronounce her name? Is it Zendaya? Zendia? I have no idea. No idea. P-Money is down for 2. He's down. You don't even know what it is just yet. Could be even worse. You could be saying, wait a minute, I wish I would have went for the dresses. Out here. But okay, that's number one. Let's go to number 2. And we'll make our decision. I'm a fast food chicken nugget expert. Here are the best ranked by taste. That would be chicken nuggets. All right, people. Is it fashion or is it food? Fashion or food? Food, number 2. Fashion, number 1. Put your order in right now. Do you want fries with that? Do you want menu option number 1 or menu option number 2 out here? Let's see. Not fashion, not fashion. I'll take the chicken. We got to wait for Amy. Her vote counts as 2. Her vote counts as 2 out here, so we got to figure that out. While we're doing that, Ric Flair booted from Gainesville restaurant after profane rant. The Nature Boy. But the pro wrestling legend insists he first was treated rudely by restaurant employee. Ric Flair. The old Gainesville. Old Hogford. All right, well, I guess it's fashion then. Everybody has decided. They says I want some more Zendaya. I mean, that is a face that says well, I guess we'll do the chicken one. This is Amy Lester taking over P Money's account. I agree with P Money and no fashion, and P Money is very good looking too. Well, I mean, Amy wouldn't lie. I mean, Amy would never lie to Bear. So I guess we gotta go with what Amy says. It is a unanimous decision. Really? Seriously? Nobody wants this great fashion? No. Chris Hemsworth here? No fashion. This lady looks like she has an arm coming out of her head there. Kind of odd. No. Amy says no. Okay. All right. Well, chicken it is. Okay. Beer knows his audience. By the way, how about that for keeping a wide range of stories out there and being able to pick between them? There's not that many Comicsgate channels out there that would go, hey, we could either do dresses or chicken. Which were we going to do? Amy says chicken. Okay, there we are. There we are. Those are something, she says. I told you the dresses would be great, but okay. Fast food chicken it is, people. As Bear always says, Comicsgate, a collection of alcoholics and food aficionados that sometimes talk about comics. We say they're for the kids, but fast food chicken nuggets, not so secretly, remain a favorite well into adulthood. Need some honey mustard, says Mark. And why not? These bite-sized bundles of fun are not only well-suited to our grab-and-go, hit-the-drive-through lifestyle, they also pack a protein punch that fills you up like a lot of other fast foods can't. Best of all, consumers now have choices galore, with nearly every fast food chain in the country offering some version of the traditional treat. By the way, this is David Lanzel from the New York Post. Why am I showing that when I can show that? There we go. Wait, there's the nuggets. There we go, right there. There we are. Let's see. Where are we? Oh, Popeyes. Popeyes comes in at number 7, people. On paper, they sound great. Hand-battered white meat chicken breast, breaded in a buttermilk coating. Popeyes has some great sauces also. They even arrive looking extra enticing. Tastier, Amanda Mattis noted. Who is Amanda? I don't know. Super crispy and perfectly fried, she says. But that's where the fun stopped. Personally, I prefer less breading to really allow the chicken itself to stand out. You can taste the oil and grease on these, which I also don't love. What? However, the chicken inside is delicious. You can tell it's real chicken. I would hope you could tell it's real chicken. And it's wonderfully tender and juicy. Breading aside, the chicken itself was probably the best cooked of the bunch. Unfortunately, there wasn't much seasoning on these nuggets, and they could really benefit from some pepper or something similar to give them an extra tiny kick of extra flavor. Ultimately, it was a no from the pro. She's a pro? Who is this? Oh, the pros that eat this, not that. Of course. Of course. Why not? Number 6. Number 6, people. Oh, Peabody says, I find Popeyes just bland with very little on the herbs and spices. Amy says, I've heard Church's chicken is supposed to be great. Glad I'm already eating. Not hungry, says Mark. Not hungry at all. Well, there you go. See, I told you they'd find Popeyes bland also, says Peabody. Number 6, people. Number 6 is Burger King. Not to be confused with the chain's famous or infamous chicken fries. The order showed up dark and overcooked, the taster reported. The texture here is what really ruined these nuggets for me. The flavor was good, but there was really no crunch whatsoever when biting into these nuggets from Burger King. Gee, I wonder why. The texture made me think they weren't made fresh, but instead sat under a heat lamp for a while. Gee, I wonder why. I wouldn't say they were dry, but they certainly weren't juicy. Even though I enjoyed the flavor of these, the lack of any crunch, pardon me, people, made the texture disappointing and hard to overlook. Goodness. No argument so far from Mark. There you go. Number 5, people. Number 5, Shake Shack. At $7 for 6 pieces, one is forgiven for not needing a lot from these nugs. Or from needing a lot from these nugs, I should say. But the bogey burger chain simply doesn't deliver, people. Sending out a crispy and greasy order that looked too oily just by sight. As I guessed, these bites were greasy, but thankfully not as greasy as Popeyes. They were certainly crisp and a bit messier than some of the more standard-sized nuggets on the list, they say. It tasted as though the chicken was seasoned in addition to the breading, which is a smart choice. Sadly, however, these were some of the driest of the bunch. They could have been benefited from a sauce. The sauce. That, coupled with how greasy they were, made me rank these lower than I was expecting to going in. And what you're paying for. P-Mike says he would pick Burger King burgers high on the list. Really? Are they that good? I haven't been there in years. Long time. First one on the list, I can't get into Canada. That would be Shake Shack. I don't think we have one here either. In Bear's neck of the woods. Number 4, people. Number 4, that would be Kentucky Fried Chicken. They'll taste pretty good since they get the same hen breading, Colonel's original recipe, seasoned treatment as the regular chicken. But how do these 100% white meat bites turn out in the end? First of all, they're rather small compared to some of the competition. The trademark breading is also scant and erratic. Not off to a great start. What's the verdict? Despite their small size, these nuggets had great flavor, they said. There was a lot of seasoning and spices in this mix, but they weren't spicy at all, said the reviewer. Like I expected, after seeing these, they were not too crispy. In fact, these nuggets might have been a bit soggy in their container because there wasn't any crunch to them, which was just a bit disappointing. The meat inside, though, was juicy and tasty, but not quite as juicy as Popeye's nuggets. These were also a bit greasy, but not overwhelmingly so. Pick a lane, lady, for crying out loud. One or the other. KFC below McDonald's, says P-Money. That's true. Well, guess what? Number 3. Mickey D's. These are the chicken nuggets that everyone knows from childhood. What they may not know is how much effort has gone into making them better for you. Sure. Sans preservatives, artificial colors, and flavors. These are also 100% white meat and have been since 2003. The nostalgic taster appreciated the uniform golden appearance and how each nugget seemed to be perfectly crisp. I don't know if it was because I grew up with these nuggets or if it's because they're really that good. But I just can't turn down the version at McDonald's, she says. These nuggets are crispy on the outside, both juicy and tender on the inside. The exterior gives just the right amount of crispiness without being too bready or overwhelming. Plus, I love that these don't taste overly salted. Do these taste particularly chickeny? Do these taste particularly chickeny? That is a tough one, people. That's why you have experts like Bear reading the news. No, they says, but those classic flavors of childhood really make me enjoy them. P-Money would switch KFC and McDonald's. Oh, okay. Interesting. That's like saying light beer is better for you. Well, you don't want to give the light beer to the kids, so there you go. Number 2, people. This is shocking. You might want to switch a couple more of these around. Number 2, people. That would be Wendy's. Wendy's. Also using 100% white meat. These breaded bites are served with a choice of not 1, not 2, but 6 different sauces. The taster order came out uniform in size, crunchy looking, and golden brown. To the point where they appeared to be a little overcooked. False alarm, they says. There was a great outer layer of crispiness and breading on these, but not so much as to make the ratio off. You got to make sure you got that good ratio. These didn't crumble and weren't very greasy, which is always a plus in my book. There was a lot of pepper and spice, giving these nuggets a bit of a zesty kick. To me, they seemed like a more flavorful version of a McDonald's nugget. There you go. Trying to think, I rarely eat nuggets at Wendy's. Well, there you go. I don't think anybody has. All right, what would you guess is number 1, people? Does anybody have any guesses for the number 1 chicken nugget out there, people? Number 1. Wendy's was number 2. Wendy's, people. Anybody have a guess on number 1? Number 1 out there. We'll give it a 5. We'll give it a 4. Give it a 3. Give it a 2. Give it a 1. That would be, people, Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A. Now, here's an order of nuggets worth cackling about, they say. Bite-sized and made of boneless breasts. The nuggets at this fast-growing chain are pressure-cooked in 100% peanut oil. They're not cheap, with the New York-based tester paying $9.19 for 8 pieces cooked to the epitome of golden brown. Those small bites are cooked to perfection with tender chicken inside and a crisp exterior. They said, although they aren't as crispy as the runner-up, the flavor here more than makes up for it. There's a slight tanginess to this chicken bite, and the saltiness brings out all the flavors of the seasoning. I disagree. Chick-fil-A is a little too salty for Bear. I think it's a little heavy on the salt if Bear is being 100% honest, as he always is. I love that the meat wasn't overwhelmed by the breading, making these nuggets a balanced bite. And this won't be the last time I make a pit stop at Chick-fil-A, she says. We believe you. We believe you. So there you go. There's the brown nuggets right there, people. Golden brown. Golden brown. I think we all guessed the number one from the beginning, says P. Mike. Well, listen, you had your choice. You had your choice and you said chicken nuggets. Bear was all ready to listen. I'm all ready. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where am I here? Find the guy from The Walking Dead? All right, we'll do the guy from The Walking Dead. What the heck? Why not, man? See, I mean, you could have went with fashion. Instead, you went with nuggets. That's what you get, man. Chick-fil-A sauce is pretty good. It is not bad. I don't have any slights on the sauce. It's just the chicken, man. I don't know. Lemonade, excellent. The fries, I love the fries. I'll have to try their nuggets. I've never tried their nuggets before, but there you go. There is that, people. There is that. And there is the guy from The Walking Dead there. There you go. You could have had that, but no. No. We want chicken nuggets. Okay, all right, fine. Fine. We can do fashion next time. It was the Met. I don't have it. You missed it the last time where Bear did it with all the hats from the Kentucky Derby. Or excuse me, that was Mark that missed it. So going on 2 weeks here. We're on 2 weeks. just to turn the screws to old P Money here. Turn the old screws. I'll eat before the show, she says. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. I'm not loving fashion. Mark is going to the drive-thru. Well, I hope you get through there relatively quickly. It's always full when Bear goes through there. Of course, it empties out when they see Bear coming. Like, run! I'm like, 7 out of 8 women agree that they would rather be here with Bear at the drive-thru than with a man. But not that time. Not that time at all. Oh, he says just kidding. Okay, all right. Amy, drawn and quartered tonight. Are they doing another draw and quartered? Check that out maybe later on this evening. I have no idea what the topic is. I know they did. Was it Wolverine last week? Was that it last week in Deadpool? So maybe they'll do another one. It won't be the Fall Guy, that's for sure. Nobody's gonna promote that movie. Poor Ryan Gosling just can't catch a break. Let's see. P Money says, "Yeah, I'll have to go to Wendy's and get some nuggets more often, I guess." Well, you'll just have to go and report back to Bear. You got to bring that in. Oh, that's this week, Wolverine and Deadpool. Okay, I thought that was... For some reason I thought that they were doing that last week. Okay, all right. Well, there you go, people. Wolverine and Deadpool for D and Q tonight, if you want to go check that out. I wish... Oh, last week. Okay, there we go. I do wish that I had some better news as far as the James Bond. Tentatively going to do it on Saturday, so the next show, it's just got to do a whole lot more work that I thought I'd already did. So we shall see. If not, if Bear cannot do a James Bond watch along next weekend or next show, you know what it's going to be? It's going to be the fashion show. The old rug pull. Everybody thinks, we're going to go see James Bond. Nope, we're going to watch just dresses of ladies and whatnot. No, hopefully, I got most of it figured out. I just got to get all the pictures again. That was a lot, so I got to get that and back in order and yada, yada, yada. Plug back into OBS. That's where I lost a lot of time, so we shall see. All right, red carpet event, says Amy. Yay! Yay, indeed. No, I wouldn't do that. P-Money's all ready to go. All ready to go to watch Dr. No. If you haven't gotten it already, be sure to check out on your favorite streaming service or download, or, maybe you want to order it, have it as a DVD. I don't know, but go check out your favorite spot. They should have it. It should be relatively cheap. If not, you can just watch along with Bear. You're just not going to be able to hear much. Just living vicariously through Bear through the whole show. Okay, I won't rent until we're sure Bear is playing it. 95% sure that we're going to do it on Saturday, P-Money. It's like, gosh dang it, I got to redo the stuff that I did earlier this week in 2 days. So that's, you know, it's one of those things where you're like, I've got something done, and then you go out and you're like, nope, not at all, not at all. You got to redo it. It's like, crap. Okay, here we go. Gosh darn it. So 95%, 95% certain that we're gonna do it next weekend. Super mundane as the DNQ tonight. Is that a joke or is that something? Is that real? Super mundane. Never heard of super mundane. Not heard of that. Not heard of that. I guess. Okay. Okay, so they're doing. Okay, I got you. I got you now. Super mundane. Okay, interesting. Interesting. We'll have to check that out, Amy. Have to check that out with old Corn Sweat. Old Corn Sweat and Horseface. All right, well, let me thank, before we wrap everything up here, I want to thank old Amy and Melissa out there, always hanging out in the background, so thank you so much. Mark doing an excellent job as well. P-Money keeping Bear in check. Did we get anybody else? Let me see. All of our Russian bots and our lurkers out there, we appreciate each and every one of you out there. But you know what, people? All of this talk, gosh darn it, we could have done fashion. But all this talk about chicken nuggets, it's making Bear hungry. So he's going to head back into the woods. So until next time, people, grrr. Good night.